we were just talking about the temporal nature of life and how there are ebbs and flows, hills and valleys, right? Mountains sometimes in valleys. I like the old expression, the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next, so keep climbing.
I don't like that.
Oh,
I don't like that.
Yeah. But that's the standard. The one thing that there's a guy yesterday, I'm at the mothership, and there's a guy who I've known a while, and he's a friend.
Do I know him?
Yeah, maybe. He got up the other day and did 20 minutes, and it was astonishing. And I always knew he had it in him. I knew he had it in him. By the way, I'll be at New Braunfels Live this weekend.
Which isn't far from here.
Friday, Saturday. Come see, yeah. And so I'm watching this guy, and he got off stage, and I saw growth. Like I saw real growth.
Is he older? Are we talking older or younger kid?
40. And I watched him do what I always thought he could do, and I just went, dude, you have the potential to be a fucking monster. Wherever that leads you, I don't know, right? But we were talking about how the fact that there's something about that when he's getting there and things are starting to happen for him. And he is like, I feel like I want to fuck it up.
He feels like he wants to fuck
he's
it
like,
up?
I feel like I'm always holding on.
I don't have
but
time
there's
for
a
that.
lot of that. I've seen a lot of that with artists, a lot, where people have like real potential. They start getting there, and then all of a sudden they'll fuck it up with a bad relationship. You know, his dad sent him a hilarious thing where it's like, man, and he's going to run, and on the other side of the ravine is goals, life goals, and then in the valley is just says vaginas, right?
Yeah.
And he started laughing, and he's like, man, you know, there's this girl that liked him. He was looking at her, and he goes, now that would be a great time. And I go, yes, it would. And he goes, and guaranteed to fuck your life up.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Yeah. And I was like, yeah. And there's the draw. And he goes, you believe the devil's real? I go, I sure fucking do. And it comes in
tits.
shiny
it
packages.
Big tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really do. Like, it's like when you start knocking on the door of greatness, there are a lot of people that will keep that door closed. Or just not even greatness, like just knocking on the door of what you could be. People go, oh, I don't want to deal with that. It's too much.
But a lot of it's discipline issues too.
But
you know, where they're like, I can do that.
But the discipline issues come from the fact that they're afraid to be what they could be.
Maybe.
So
maybe some are just lazy.
I heard Adam over at the mothership. Yeah. And I love Adam, and Adam really knows comedy, and he's been around for a while.
Sure.
And he gave a certain comic a chance to shine in a certain slot. I don't think so. And the guy just didn't do it. And Adam said to him,
wait, didn't go up, or did he just didn't do good material?
Yeah.
He didn't show up.
He didn't show up.
The lights got hot. Yeah.
And he looked at him and said, dude, I love you so much, and you're so talented, but I'm not giving you that spot for a long time.
No, he's just not ready.
Fucked up.
Is he younger?
No. Old enough to know different. But I've seen that so much. He's like, you just can't do that. And that's you putting governors on yourself. Where it comes from doesn't matter. Like, we can go into psychology, okay? It doesn't fucking matter. You have to decide after a point, you got to be like, John Jones talked about that. John Jones, I know he's very talented, but John Jones said, I decided to be great. He said, I was like, you know, I just decided I was going to fucking be great when he was losing that Dominic Reyes fight. He goes, maybe this is it, John. And then he goes, wait a minute, fuck this. So a lot of it's a decision, man. Of course it's talent. Of course you have to have,
and that's after.
But there are a lot of people that have the talent.
Defenses from John Jones. That's a big difference.
There are a lot of people that have talent, and they just fuck around. They fuck off.
It's the discipline issue, Bubba.
It is.
It comes out now. To your point, there's some people that will sabotage it for whatever reason because they don't think they deserve it. That's more of the artist, comic field. In sports, though, it's just discipline issue.
Yeah.
There's super talented fighters, talented football players, baseball players, and they're not, that guy's doing whatever, run extra sprints, catching extra balls. I'll do it tomorrow. Okay? The next day, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, okay? But then here's my question. Why, like, so you were talking about Gary Machado. And you're like, you know, he'll probably
doesn't
always
have a discipline issue.
No. So there's a belief situation there. Sometimes people don't want the responsibility of being a champion. It's like Khabib said to to Makachev. It gets harder when you're at the very top. It gets harder. Everybody's head hunting you.
Yeah, with Ian, I see, but you're talking about the elite of the elite. Like Ian Garrett could stop right now. He's still very, very elite.
Of course he is.
So you're talking about like,
but he could be a champion, right?
He probably still, and he still can be. But when it comes to elite fighters, and then like a comic who's not
maybe sports
showing up,
is different.
It's just different. Sports is different because the amount of discipline Ian Garrett would need to even get to the UFC is light years above some comic. You know what I'm saying?
He's comics are pretty
there.
dysfunctional. The comics
Super
are pretty fucking dysfunctional.
but also there's no head coach. There's no group of guys to really be like, hey man, make sure you're doing your spots. Make sure you're riding.
Part
like
of what
you're
makes
on your
people
own.
funny too is a low self-esteem sometimes. Like
for sure,
if you're a complete fuck up, sometimes it makes you funnier.
Yeah,
but it's also
you can have low self-esteem and still be really disciplined. There's a lot of guys like that. You know? A lot of guys like that.
Yeah.
But with sports, it's like you're not going to get too far. That's the difference. Like, because in sports, it's going to be pretty black and white. If you're not disciplined, you're dropping balls, you're not running hard. All right, buddy, you didn't make the team. So there's nowhere for you to go. In comedy, how many people do we know that aren't very good? They stick around for how long? They're at the Comedy Store, they're at the mothership, and you're just like, buddy, because there's no cuts.
Yeah.
You can still get up and kind of half-ass it and be a comic and hang out with the boys.
Never made me laugh once.
Yeah, but that's what there's no, the barrier of entry is pretty fucking easy.
It is.
Like
everybody's a comic.
Yeah, there's no. It's
like I'm a stand-up comic. Oh, cool.
There's no standard where you're gonna get cut.
Well, you can do a 15-minute,
cut.
10-minute set and hang out at the bar all night.
And that's your life.
That's your life because you're a comic.
And I know comics that told me that's all they want. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, well, okay.
Some of that, they're like, I'm good, man. I keep my nut low. I just want to hang out with the boys, do my set, crush, meet chicks.
A lot of guys in New York like that who's still doing it at 55, 60.
Yeah, all
I'd
good.
rather die.
But if that's what they want, all good. You did it.
Yeah.
You know, you did it. Not everyone wants to be torn around all the fucking time and dealing with the pressure of social media and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I get it.
I've always been terrified of not realizing my potential. Like success is one thing, financial stuff, but I just never wanted to be the guy who didn't do a lot comedically, like where I didn't mind what I could do, you know? I don't know. That's what drives me. That's why I still do the mothership, you know, I'll go and do a Tuesday night set, you know, because I want to. It depends on what motivates you, but like I thought the most profound thing I ever heard in a lot of ways, when you get older, you kind of like, it's hard to come by that.
The Fighter and the Kid is slowly becoming one of the most unwatchable podcasts on the internet. And somehow Brendan still cannot stop talking over Bryan Callen. Every single episode, Bryan starts making a point and Bapa immediately jumps in before he can finish. I'm starting to think Brendan's brain has so little processing power left that he has to say whatever he's thinking immediately, just in case it's gone 5 seconds later. Because even Brendan has acknowledged all the comments about him constantly interrupting people, and yet somehow he still can't stop doing it. But the funniest part of this segment is these two basically mirroring each other. You got Brandon Schwab talking like he's some kind of comedy expert. He's explaining why other comedians fail, who has talent, who doesn't have discipline, and how easy the barrier to entry is, which is certainly an interesting lecture coming from Bapa. The way Brendan talks about his comedy career, you'd think he completed comedy and retired undefeated. And then on the other side, you've got Bryan Callen talking about professional fighting like he's some kind of fight expert. So we've somehow got the fighter teaching comedy, while the comedian teaches fighting. Honestly, I think that might explain The Fighter and the Kid better than anything I ever could. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you think in the comments.